econ. So like that's the only thing that worries me. So in terms of team comps, I'm gonna favor Gromp's support group more because once again, there's just so much AoE, so much setup. There is a very dangerous naughty invade, and there's just a dog.
Oh, the dog. Oh my goodness. Just as we called it, the clutch dog.
What the dog doing?
The dog be scouting, man. I mean, she was way out there. And the Fury, oh my, that was so well played. Honestly, just having the little, I mean, just the confusion alone would probably make people think, oh, Neferi's here. Why is Neferi here? And then, of course, sitting there is Neferi with two dogs. The ward is being focused right now. Akshan will now see that Neferi is really deep in enemy territory, is going to try to find a way out, meeting Nautilus on the other side of the wall. Still holding on to that flash, probably won't let it go, as that will be a first blood gifted over to the Miracle Makers for absolutely no reason.
Okay, so one thing to mention here is that meanwhile, naughty trade on this bot lane. Severe just slightly overextended without her support. But one thing to notice is that we have Malphite top with Phase Rush. Now, assuming that this was purely intentional, we could be going back to an old Malphite build where Malphite takes Triforce and then goes tank. We haven't seen that in a good couple of years. I think the last time we saw that, Swain and Ryze was actually a normal matchup in mid. Which was like, God knows how many years ago that was. But yeah,
goodness, what year is this?
Yeah, the game's been out for, what? I think we're coming up to like 15 years now. A good 15, 20 years, I want to say, for League of Legends. So it's insane to even think about it. The game is just, oh man. If you just look at the old maps, just wow. We're going over this replay again, and once again, unfortunately, just Neferi just a little bit slow. Should have probably just left a little bit more sooner, recalled in the bush on the right, and just once again, unfortunately, just jumps over, gets completely CC'd by Nautilus. Once again, this is the beauty of Nautilus. He didn't even use any abilities. It was just an auto attack, and he's rooted down. This is the power of Nautilus.
Yeah, I mean, that's very much what made Nautilus so great in the first place, was the fact that he's able, and people have found over the years, considering how prominent he's been in the bot lane, he's able to just hook you, root you in place, and then, you know, apply a slow, and then suddenly you're being faced with whoever's in your face for like 2 seconds or so, you know. So yeah, great utility on such a simple champion.
So one thing to note is Nautilus has a potion from I think it's triple tonic. That is unique. Oh, I completely missed that.
That was so close.
So close. But yeah,
I just noticed.
Go on.
I was just gonna say, I just noticed it's actually Toki in the AD carry role as well. Flash auto coming out from Bomba, man like Bomba. I see you in the chat. I mean, it's a shame to see you're not on your tried and true, but you know, the Nico is doing something, forcing Toki to use that barrier for that final auto, and then of course flashing in to try to secure a kill onto the Hunt as well. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see Toki is actually playing for Miracle Makers once again, despite being the sub. So, for those of you that know, you know, was on the McMoody's man then, but now is pulling a Jack Alex and being a substitute in this scenario. But yes, sorry, Sai, before I cut you off.
No, it's all fine. Just once again, I think Nautilus may have made a mistake as he's gone triple tonic, which this isn't a thing. This isn't a thing in the slightest, I reassure you. So, unfortunately, maybe just a misselect in runes there. Possibly wanted biscuits, maybe, as that has been a thing in junglers who sort of get beaten up a bit more. But once again, everything else we're seeing sort of pretty standard stuff. Only a 400 gold lead coming out from the kill on Nautilus. I'm assuming once again just going to build tanky, build pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how exactly Mahesvara will be able to build this Nautilus. You know, is currently ahead in terms of CS compared to Neferi. I would imagine maybe the tonic was probably picked up in anticipation of Neferi being a nuisance, but I mean, so far Neferi has been very tame and behaving herself in terms of you know, ganking about all over the place.
Oh
my goodness!
Naughty die from this Mbessa.
Oh, that
Lord.
was so clean.
Such beautiful character mastery right there. Knowing the damage of his champion, connecting the ultimate, predicting the flash, and then most importantly, landing that Q2 for that sweet spot damage. Meanwhile, Akshan looking a bit naughty here. What's he up to?
Oh, sneaking about. Throws out the Q, exposing himself, giving away his position, but I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it was worth the usage. But replay of this top dive.
So yeah, just look at this beautiful lineup on the R, and then once again look for the Q2. Ooh, so great! Absolutely knows his character damage so well inside and out. Things to noteworthy now. Misfortune does have a 20 CS lead on Severe. Once again, this has been caused by the fact that Severe didn't play respectfully when Akshan wasn't there. And unfortunately, it's just one of those ones where you have to sort of gauge, do you lose 3 CS or do you take a bad trade, recall, and then sort of extend the bleeding? It's so hard to just, it feels so bad to just let 3 CS go sometimes for the bigger picture. But if you don't, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sometimes you have to be willing to play from behind and, you know, not exactly be overly confident as we saw in the previous series. But this is now Akshan taking a massive amount of damage in the bot lane. The clone comes out as you hear the feds flying past right now. You know what that is? That's illegal damage being dished out right there. Akshan being the victim of online harassment, clearly, as you know, it's going to take massive amounts of damage and it's forced to recall as well.
You say it's for the Akshan, I say it's for this Mbessa, because this Mbessa is facing a Malphite who is stacking armor, and Mbessa with no conqueror is just like, nah, no problem, man. Smack, 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 smack. I'm telling you, that Malphite might be in our Mbessa fanboy from Arcane. I'm just saying.
Oh, I mean, it's entirely possible. Definitely was a very prominent, controversial character in some ways, considering how divisive she was. But Akshan seemingly getting his redemption right here onto the Nico, and Maheswara as well doing a good job of clearing some of that vision. Flies in with the grappling hook. Interesting choice, but doesn't find much else so far. But the grubs seem to be next on the menu.
So they're doing this right because one thing that we did actually miss was Neferi did sneak the Drake on the bot side, which once again a bit dangerous for Akshan to do such an aggressive trade, but didn't know that Neferi's backed. And we're seeing like a bit of XP lead here on the side of Miracle Makers as Nautilus has hit 6 first. And it's just like, we haven't seen anything with that ultimate. He hasn't abused the time, unfortunately. And Neferi has just hit 6. And Nautilus is trying to do something here. This might break out into a fight. This is a bit dangerous for Neferi. Solo laners are nowhere near. Nautilus isn't feeling confident at the moment. And Besser and Rise are collapsing. This is going to break out into a huge fight. Smite still onto Nautilus. Oh, we got loads of CC down here.
Sousin and Fenton Joy are here. Oh my goodness, the engage being started by Rise, and of course Akshan straight onto Nico, pops the ignite as well. Oh my god, the root with the Q damage from Nico, and also Swain, sorry, not Sion, coming in to secure the kill. Really well played by the Gromp support group team right there. But unfortunate for the Hunt, just really overextending and seemingly misplaced confidence right there.
This is, I mean, I feel like we're seeing this quite a few times. I think we saw this in the first rounds, whereas once again, there was 2 games where he played Akshan, he played Viego, and then I believe on the 3rd game he was mid. But here, so Nico's just strolling around like a minion, doesn't want to be a champion today, just wants to be a minion, walking around. Now, is Akshan not going to spot this at all? Is Nico going to get the jump? Okay, here we go. Is it a bit slow with the abilities from Nico? I'm assuming Akshan's going to grapple in. There we go. Once again, so much damage. This looks really well. Fortunately, just wasn't counting cooldowns, and then just this root completely devastated. Unfortunately, does not save Nico, and when you don't run triumphant, you don't live to ignite.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't actually see that the Hunt got the kill in the end, so I don't know if we call that one worth, but, you know, an overextension is an overextension. Eats 500 bullets to the face as the bullet time comes out from Misfortune. Will fall to Toki in the form of Syndra. And, I mean, a 1-for-1 in that scenario where it's ADC for support. But hold on a second, the Fury flying in, barrier being popped, and will find the kill. Meanwhile, we've got Mahasvara trying to fight for his life with this Nautilus. You're in the wrong lane, my friend. You should be in the jungle, but he's going to be able to walk away. And that is a 2-for-1 for the Gromp support group.
That was so beautiful. So one thing you might have missed there, hopefully we can catch it on replay. Meanwhile, I don't think we're done here. Akshan's looking to fish for another kill. He's got a grapple hook.
Oh, mate. Surely this is going to be a kill. Oh, my goodness. Uses the ult to keep Akshan in place. Flashes to get the kill onto Bomber and flies away. Waterboy won't be able to get a second kill onto the Hunt. Okay. Do we call that a 2-for-2, or do we say that that's a separate interaction?
We'll call it separate interactions, because I feel like with the Hunt's playstyle, we're just going to constantly be seeing so many of these fights, just going back to back to back to back. But here, so once again, we get this fight, we get this burst here, and unfortunately, this is just the case of, like, the supports are just being so bloody, so much lockdown onto Misfortune. Fortunately, not much can be done. We're going to burn this, the Nico Flash, but here, pay attention to this Neferi. Neferi R's, and then he W's the auto, and then this allows him to get all of this damage out as he's rooted in a different place. And then he just dishes out all of this damage. I didn't see him use his secondary art. I'm assuming he used it just a tad bit early. Perhaps should have waited for the space to go. Meanwhile, what the hell just happened?
Okay, I mean, that's one way to turn the lane on its head. Salsin managing to find a solo kill. We got a replay of it coming up right here. Tower damage says it all. Oh, tried to get the ult out to secure the kill and turn that fight, but White Dog overextending a little too far, giving some pity gold over to his lane opponent. But Mahasvara is going to meet 3 members in this river and is going to fall, getting popped by Waterboy. Unfortunate for him, but that will mean Infernal Dragon is on the menu now.
So, I'm very confused by this Malphite build. This is a very... Wait. Sorry, is that the... Uh-oh. Okay, just do this time fight.
Okay. The Hunt is dead again. The Hunt walked in to 3 members. Jackalek's actually getting melted on the side while the Dragon was being done by the rest of the support group. It's not looking good for the Miracle Makers at the moment.
They're gonna need a miracle. So Nautilus has decided to go Trailblazer, which this is like old school, right? Remember when like junglers didn't used to get much money, and they had to rely on like really cheap support effective items. I don't understand. Normally, Nautilus support, Nautilus jungle, what we've been seeing is that he'll go similar build to, like, say, the Mumu, where he'll go Liandry's, Sunfire Cape, and he'll just beat down on people the same way this Mbessa is beating down on this Malphite, but Malphite returning the damage. Mbessa with the R, does Malphite have rock solid? Yes, he is, but he doesn't have the damage. Is the tower going to help him again?
Oh, wait, minion damage? Canyon? Oh, forcing a flash, but a couple.
Neferi's got R. Neferi's got R soon.
And Neferi is trying to dash in there, is not going to be able to find that kill. And White Dog making the smart choice, running all the way down the lane, is not going to sit under. Oh no, you got too complacent, my friend. Blade comes out, uses the W, ults in. The shield comes out from Mbessa though, and Mahasvara is in the right place at the right time, finding that kill onto, or shutdown actually, onto Waterboy. Hey, listen, when a dog is off the leash, sometimes they will wander a little too far down the lane.
This is, once again, you heard me say it before it happened. Mbessa is 3 levels down. When you're 3 levels down, Mbessa is 3 levels higher than Neferi, sorry. Level 8 to level 11. You need to understand that those 3 levels are stats. They are tank stats. I believe it's about 800 gold per level up. And then on top of that, she had Eclipse back. She had W back. What you just saw the heal there. Sorry, not the heal. You saw the massive shield that almost looked like it took her back up to half. So unfortunately, just Neferi underestimating his damage. Meanwhile, getting caught onto Nautilus.
I mean, this is not looking too good for Salsin. Probably gonna meet his. Oh my god, never mind. Salsin, you're good. Hunt, you're not. Toki as well finding a kill. Oh no, sorry, not Toki. Toki getting killed by Pizzazz in that 2v1 down in the bot lane. Miracle Maker's bot lane is looking extremely questionable at the moment.
Oh, I mean, we've spotted this in the first game, right? Where it's just like, once again, these unique picks, they're not getting full value. Now, I am liking the fact that he has gone PTA this time, which does sort of do more damage for the team. But oh my god! Oh, meanwhile, has Mbessa overstayed?
I don't know if she's overstayed. Malphite ult is not even close to being... Well, actually, it's fairly close, but I mean, okay, we see that Salsin was able to find a kill onto Mbessa. I don't know what I'm talking about. And Mahasvara as well being the victim of another gang up, I guess, for lack of a better term. Rift Herald being used in the mid lane. Outer turret is going to get popped, and the Herald is going to charge straight into this inner turret, or Jackalex can only look on as the turret is getting absolutely rinsed. The hunt, please stop hunting, because at the moment it looks like you are being the hunted. It's going to get spotted by Neferi on this Herald. Doesn't manage to swerve it onto the top turret as well.
License on that. Meanwhile, the hunt, what's going on?
Respectfully say,
slow down.
I'm saying nothing about the hunt. It didn't. I saw nothing.
I saw everything, and I wish I
did. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Oh my goodness! Just handing over 80 gold for some reason to the enemies. Yeah. So ignoring what happened with Akshan, run us through what happened. Say.
So there was a mystery fifth member of the team that overextended into a Malphite R twice. Though no one knows who the mystery fifth member is, the Malphite is proceeding to clap the cheeks of Mbessa as he's chosen to go Malignance, as he's really prioritizing his ultimate, where he's feeling a lot more confident in the matchup. Trades have been going more his way, gold's been going more his way. He's going for this, opted in for this one item purchase of Malignance. Looks like he's actually going to just go full AP. So very peculiar here. So we've got this fight here that we actually did miss, where this is a fight over a Rift Herald. Who gets the smite? Missed. I believe that was Nautilus with the green smite there. And then, yeah, they just completely melt him. It was indeed. Rift Herald did get popped. Oh, hang on, right? We've got another fight here. Nico with a huge ultimate. Unfortunately, bot lane dude managed to dodge it. It's only a one man, but Maker Brain hits 3 people. Meanwhile, fight in the mid lane, fight back in the bot lane. Ryze is TP'd in. Not going to do much. Gets chunked out. 3 members so low on the side of Miracle Makers. It's only a 2k gold difference.
I mean, this. Oh my god! Even finding free gold in the bush does Toki. Very nicely done right there. Oh no. I mean, if it works, it works. You know, you get the flash empowered auto. Very nicely done by Salsin right there. Oh my goodness, they don't even know that Akshan is there, and they don't even have a jungler. What is he doing? Okay,
He's jumped out too early. He's done this too early. Oh, no.
Okay, the hunt questionably playing with the wrong target. Managing to find a solo shutdown onto Swain, which probably should have been your first choice if it was me, but never mind. I'm not the one in control. As Jackalex now finding Waterboy in the jungle. The smite comes out to secure the red buff. Double knockup from the Unstoppable Force. Nico ult comes out as well to try and find more targets, only finding one, as Mahasvara will be the first to fall. The hunt currently being focused, but Waterboy has his eyes onto Jackalex, and that is easy dog food for the jungler of Gromp support group right now, as White Dog faces Red Dog in the bot lane. Is going head to head, probably going to try and turn this around. 2 more members of Gromp support group pulling up as well, but won't find anything else, and the hunt being the hunter, fitting his name, finding a kill onto Bomba, but will fall once again to Waterboy. There is a hell of a lot of action going on in this game, and I don't know how to keep up, Sai.
You know what? It's once again, this is the bloody nature, right, of champions like Akshan and Malignant's Malphite that can just do that off cooldown. So that happened. One thing to point out is Swain saw Malphite's build and is like, bro, I want a Malignant too. So he decided to buy one, and he's got Leandries. Swain is the first person to have hit 2 items in this game, with now Malphite not that far behind him, as he's just bought Proto Belt, with Nico both buying Proto Belt. Once again, heavy engaged champions. And when you're ahead, that's all you want to do. That's all you want to do. Meanwhile, Nautilus getting a sneaky sort of in the bush there, getting a hook down. They're going to burst the Swain.
Wow. That was good response. Yeah, for real. Didn't even have a chance. Did he pop out? I think he didn't. It was on cooldown. He just got cancelled. Damn.
The Swain ultimate did go through. It didn't matter. And once again, Malphite is trying to get a flank here. Doing a perfect job of soloing Akshan here. Nautilus says, no, you don't. I'm coming in. The Darg is here, poking up damage. And Ambessa and Misfortune coming in. Malphite with a double ult. Nico with a triple man ult. Oh, Ambessa on the back line. Ambessa's ripping through to this Misfortune. Fortunately, not going to be able to get the kill. Blasting can't save. And Ambessa's just done.
Wow. Okay, that was incredible from the Gromp support group. The synergy from the draft really standing out right there, showing what exactly they had in mind. Malphite ult into the Misfortune ult, and then of course Nico on the as the backup just in case it's needed. Just absolutely shredded the entirety of the Miracle Makers. Uncontested Atacama being picked up as well for these guys. I don't know if there's... is there a way back for the Miracle Makers right now?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Of course. The people deserve it. What do you mean? Look at him. He's slowly walking through the jungle. He's not hurting anyone.
He's 4-7-4.
Oh, goodness.
So, like, here's the thing. I said this earlier, right? Gromp support group, they've got so much great team fighting, and they've got so much, like, every champion wants to move forward, right? You've got Malphite and Nico and Neferi for champions that can get onto their targets and do these great engages. That's absolutely fine. And it's just like, when you're ahead on these champions, you're going to be able to take fights like that, like you did at the Dragon. And this is just the case of you guys need to reduce the bleeding. And to reduce the bleeding... Like, Nautilus shouldn't have triple tonic. You shouldn't have a support action. Like, there's a lot of things that are wrong here. Nautilus has gone Heartsteel.
It's a empty Heartsteel as well. There are no stacks on this item. Currently looking to try and find somebody to auto. Does find the clone, I believe. Didn't even get a stack. There it is. First stack on the board. 20 HP on for Mahasfara, but it's going to go down. It doesn't make a big difference. Soon after, White Dog and Toki are going to fall as well, as the mid lane is now the main focus for the team, but Salsin is hungry for more. It wants to be the hunt right now, or wants to engage in the hunt, but the Akshan managing to find a way out. I think, yeah, Gromp support group are definitely using this lead to their advantage.
So here's the thing, like, Neferi got put behind. Neferi got killed at, like, I believe it was 120. So Nautilus was able to maintain a CS lead for 4 camps. No, 5 camps, sorry. For a while. Nautilus hit 6 first. And unfortunately, just in these very powerful windows, Nautilus wasn't able to do much. Ambessa did great. I think Ambessa did the best that they could. Rise, I think, was just sort of victim to circumstances. Severe, once again, unfortunately, you know, it's never nice to just give away 3 minions at the start of the game. But if you don't, then unfortunately you get chunked out and then you get forced to recall. And so it's a case of, there is a way to get back into this game. Absolutely. There's a way to win this game. Absolutely. But with how they got here, I don't think there's a way out. Like, I don't know what to say.
I mean, the Miracle Makers are going to have to make one for themselves at this rate. Dragon Soul has been picked up as well, which we glanced over. It's a Mountain Soul. Sorry, excuse me. That's me cosplaying as a Miracle Makers currently choking, this early game lead that they had. It's not looking good for these guys at the moment because 7,000 gold difference. The Baron Gromp support group are currently in charge of the vision around this pit. Not gonna give that one over. We see White Dog going for a split push in the bot lane, which is a good response when you're behind, but I don't know how well this is gonna help them out.
So this is the thing where if you can't take the 5v5, it is better just to be very decisive and take objectives back. It's best to de-push the waves, reduce the minion waves that get that Baron empowered recall, get those empowered Baron buffs. But meanwhile, they just stop their recalls, and it's like, you know what, we'll take this fight. Nordis is like, nah, I don't want any of this smoke. Meanwhile, the Fury's strolling and paroling. Is he gonna find an R?
Oh, trying to use the anchor to escape. That's a half cooldown when you use it onto Rain, so we'll be able to use it very shortly again to escape, but they decide to completely drop the chase, which is interesting.
So, I believe Gromp support group are sitting on a notable amount of money at the moment. As they took Baron, they wanted to recall, kill the hunt as they always do.
Wow.
And then just... Meanwhile, we're getting ganked on stream here.
That was a sneak peek leak for you guys, as now Gromp support group find themselves in the base of the Miracle Makers. The Nico ult finds 2, Mahasvara will fall, so does the inhib, and Bessa barely escaping with her life as the Nexus turrets are now the main target. I doubt that White Dog will be able to do much. Okay, managing to find the ult onto the Malphite, but is going to burn away, as that is a clean ace for the support group of Gromp. The Hunt die in for the 9th time, because why not? And very decisive game 1 going over to the Gromp support group.